And we are live.
And we are live.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Awaken to Joy. And this is our Sunday live. Every Sunday we out here, except for the ones that we do Great Unlock. How are you? What's cracking?
I'm good, man. Um, just pretty good at the moment. Um, just sometimes you just try. It's not even trying. You're just present. I'm present. You know,
Hey
that's
Kennedy.
one of the main thing. Hey, Kennedy.
Um, this month I asked you, well, me and Grace asked you, like, what do you feel like the energies of February are gonna be? Because I had a whole dream about the first quarter, but what are you picking up?
Deception.
Is that the same as suppository?
I guess it is. That's hoax,
Like a hoax?
like a hoax. Yeah,
Yeah.
and
And it would be funny that it falls on the same month that so much of these
revelation.
attention-taking revelations have been coming out on the same month as, like,
Yeah, pretty much.
I was given illusions.
Illusions, yeah. That's pretty,
The month of
pretty much what
illusions.
it is, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was given. Hi,
So,
Loretta. Hi, Heiko.
hi
How
Loretta,
are
hi
our,
Heiko.
our sounds? How do we sound? Can you hear us clearly?
It seems to be pretty fine. I don't know if you hear it.
Okay,
Yeah,
great. I
yeah.
do hear
I think it's good.
myself, but it's if they
I
can
think
hear
we're all
us
good.
too.
Yeah.
All right, great.
Hi everybody.
Hiya, bonjour.
Bonjour.
Guten Tag.
Guten Tag. Yeah. Good morning
Buenos
to you
dias.
guys.
Bonjour.
Sounds good. Very
Bonjour.
cool. Thank you. Thank you, Kennedy. Thank you,
Wonderful.
Heiko. Yeah. So.
Yeah, we're just reading into the energies of this month at the top of the month. Great. Thank you.
Thank you, Loretta.
And at the top of the month, I was asking Omondi about it because as much as I think he came here for more of an in-body experience, and I just was I feel like I've already been here for eons, but you know what I mean. I feel like you came for a very grounded experience this time about. Not saying that you're not going to open yourself to other abilities that you have naturally, but for now you've been absolutely fine to have quite a grounded experience. So I know that you don't like to, I know that you feel like these are things that you should be able, these are abilities you should be able to access, like here and now.
Yeah.
Like you shouldn't have to go to sleep to get the answers, that type of thing.
I mean, growing up, I had these clear turn on already anyway, and then for me it was a scary experience at the time, so I suppressed it, kind of like push it down, although I never really left. So I can walk into a room and I can read the room most of the time, but like you say, for the sake of having a grounding experience,
You didn't.
sometimes I ignored it. Now I know it less now because I realize the impact because what's all the things that are at stake. I'm just thinking I gotta use it. So I'm using it. But
I'm glad you're using them.
For this month, and like telepathy has been one of them anyway. But
Yeah.
I can almost hear people's thoughts, but I'm not trying to be intrusive, so I'll let people to their own devices.
You are very good at minding your business.
Mind my bloody business. But for the most part, I think, yeah, for this month, for me, what came through, it's remain aligned and don't get distracted, because it's going to be the month for the trying to distract you. You can see the distraction in different aspects, from a political, financial aspect as well. It's no coincidence why, while there's the call disclosure, which let's face it is controlled disclosure, yeah, as appear at the same time that you get market crash, as, and then at the same time that they are passing major laws that, let's face it, people need to pay attention to it for their own benefit. But at the same time, you do and you don't. Like, you pay attention then of noticing it, but you don't have to care much about it. You just
No.
have to be aware of it.
Yeah, it's
That's
true.
what I would say. Yeah.
Hi, Diana.
Hi, Diana.
Right to
Right to
right. Lilo.
Hi, Lilo. Hi, Nati. Bonjour tout le
Hi.
monde.
Bonjour. Hi, Robert. Hey,
Hi,
Natty.
Robert.
So Natty said, yeah, February seems to be a month of drama. There is so much game playing by those in power, yeah. And then Lulu said, I'll take all the drama as a sign that things are finally starting to happen. Thanks, look. Bye. Yeah. This is how I was feeling, but like I was saying to Omondi, like when he was a kid, he came in with a lot of his clears already switched on, as did I, but we had very different clears switched on, and we had also very different ways that they unfolded or revealed themselves to us. So when it comes to these times of the month or the beginning of the month or just like a shift, I'll check in with him as to like if what I'm picking up about the energies of either the month or the new phase or whatever it is similar to what I'm picking up, just to kind of get a cross reference, because sometimes he'll have an idea about it that's like either similar to mine or broadens on my perspective. So yeah, if as Natty and Lila was saying, yeah, drama. Yeah, but things are happening. Exactly. And hi Aga. And
Hi, Aga.
Even though it was presented to me as the month of illusion, the phase of illusions, I knew that drama would be a part of that. That's just a way that this paradigm have had like a habit of stirring up things, get people scared enough and then allow their energies to be dispersed across currency fields or social fields or the weather. And this is why we're seeing a lot of that reflective reaction in all of those areas of our lives. I don't know how it is for you guys. What did you guys feel into for the energies of February? I'm interested. Right to Right said, I believe this inverted world is reverting back to a world of love and heaven on earth, and it has been it had to be revealed first. Absolutely. When these things show up, it's like Punch and Judy. It's like this puppet show that's playing. I'm more interested in seeing what's going on behind the curtain than I am what the puppets are saying about it. But I know that if they've got the puppets out, then the curtains will close soon enough. It's that type of feeling. It's this type of, well, you kind of have to do the clearing out and the clearing of the space before you can bring the new in. You need to make space for the new. Yeah. So yes, you could see it as like illusion and deception and those things. And while they are present, they're an opportunity to clear the space for a new. And I'm more excited and focused on the clearing out and the inviting of the new in. So I'm like, ooh, something new's coming. What's that going to be? And how can I go about making as much space for that as possible?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Well, that's how I felt into it anyway.
No, I mean, yeah, I mean, it's exactly that. The thing is, you keep your field clear, but you do it by not indulging in whatever's going on. I mean, you can be an observer, but specifically for this month, and it is the shorter month of the year. All of these things are playing out in a way to get you distracted, and it's going to be quick as well.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. I think I think if anything, keep doing more what you were doing previously,
Yeah,
and don't doubt, or even if you don't see result yet.
yeah,
Sometimes it's just the way it is. You just got to be confident in the fact that you're on the right path.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what I would say. Um,
Just stay where it resonates for you. And
yeah, absolutely.
yeah, I've been getting a lot of dreams lately, and OBE experiences. I've been trying to shift the time I choose to come out of body, though they happen spontaneously for me. If I've been trying to this is the attempt because it doesn't always happen. Sometimes I just find myself out of body and I'm like, well, I'm out now, so let me just go about my business. But I've been trying to do it more in the morning, um, through meditation. And that's because n- I've been developing meditations that can help other people do that through meditation. So I've been kind of like my own tester on that. And a lot it's been revealing, and I kind of prefer this. I
Yeah.
kind of prefer it like this because some nights I just would like to sleep.
Well, let's put it this way: it's 15:15 right now.
Oh, that's
You know,
lovely.
so um,
15:15 on
so
the clock.
so
Change, a line change coming in.
I guess more of it, isn't it?
Yeah, more, more, more.
More, more, more.
um, so yeah, and it's been pretty revealing, but a lot of the old paradigms and gently leaving a lot of ancestral traumas, ancestral beliefs, ancestral ties that I guess the previous me felt like I had to be tied to or was obligated to be tied to, had to go. Had a lot of conversations with my guides and with past family members, and they were like, that's not part of moving forward, you know? And I understood it for a long time, but it's like they gave me that final push because it was like, I can't reveal anything more to you. This is, you know, now. And I was like, you know what? You're right. I just have to move forward in it. So a lot of those relationships have been playing out on the other side. People have been asking the questions that they want to ask, and I've been answering them. Um, and leaving those old structures and those old beliefs that don't serve me and never have served my path. And it's funny that Right to Right was talking about the inversion.
Yeah.
Um, and Lisa M. Harrison really does talk about the inversion of the construct really, really well. So do check
Mm.
out her channel and her stuff if you haven't heard about it. But I know most of you have anyway. Hey, Blessed.
Hey, blessed.
um, I feel like the inversion happened on a construct level, but it also happened on an internal level, and it also happened on like a micro level. So families dynamics were inverted. Um, Original peer relationships were inverted. A lot of things that were supposed to play out, timelines that were supposed to play out, had also suffered from those same inversions. And now the flipping or the flippening or the switchover, however you want to say it, has brought about a lot of those openings again, has opened up a lot of those portals again. And it's now for us to choose to, like we said, see past the illusion,
Mm.
clear out the space, clear the field, and choose differently for ourselves. Choose the sovereign freedom paths that were always available, but we weren't able to access or weren't able to see or weren't ready to see for a lot of us.
Yeah, I think, I think when you see what's going on this month, um, it's the month where any attempt of ciphering energy will take place. So when you look at these whatever files you just released or whatever that is, you are a participant when you pay too much attention to that. So then, the minute you're a participant, you can't stop thinking about that at the present moment. Even if you say to yourself, you know, I just got to clear my head. the minute you've just indulged in it and you've look at these things and hear the names and whatnot, it is already planted. So it's okay if that is the case. It's just that for you to notice that you don't need more of your energy being harvested or your attention being taken away from what you're supposed to. So I
Yeah.
think it's pretty much that month where you just remain very centered and focused on what you want to do, and doesn't matter what else is going on in the world. That will be something for me that I keep on doing for the following month, as I know that there will be a tightening by these powers that's trying to remain in place, although they already lost. But that's another story. So I will rather pay more attention in the thing I want, as opposed to things that are nothing to see with me.
Water the flowers, not the weeds.
Basically, yeah.
Heiko
Mm,
said, I dreamt 3 days ago of a black cloud with red lightning inside and yellow balls. So souls are floating in the clouds and bizarre luminous beings came to earth. That's what I'm saying. Like all of these,
mm.
it's there's a revealing going on as well. So that's been interesting. That's also been interesting. And
It,
I'm so glad that so many more people are sharing these stories and open to the fact that it's like, yeah, that's what I saw. I saw it.
yeah,
I saw it, and yeah. And I think also that's part of what they're calling disclosure. And that's fun as well, because what that means is that naysayers may have to just quiet themselves and listen for the first time sometimes.
mm,
Just
yeah.
listen, because it's not only the people with foil hats saying the same thing now. You can't just throw it off as crazy anymore. There's, it can't just be hushed away anymore. And I love that about it. This is part of my excitement now.
You
Um,
know, I think this phase, like you say, it doesn't happen. eh, Again, it's my interpretation of it, but doesn't happen without us stepping into our own power. And I give you an example. For a long time, Black people used to complain about, not be given the Grammy awards they deserve, and there was like a preference treatment and stuff like that. And it was like, oh, same thing with the Oscar.
mm,
And as much as I guess a bit of the truth in that, there's also the fact that a lot of the community never asked themselves, yeah, but what do you care about that particular? What would you get a reward or a Grammy or an Oscar from someone that looked down on you, despised of you? It's time to do your own. It's time not to care about these structures. And I think part of the this whole awakening and shifting to this new paradigm, we have to be willing to walk away from this existing structure slowly. There might be, it doesn't have to be fast. Sometimes it can be, or sometimes it is pretty rapid, but it's the willingness to walk away from it that is that's where that's where the power is really. And I
yeah,
think that as more of us are willing to say, you know what, I'm just not going to do that, just not going to interact with it, will become a lot more powerful, and then you'll have this transition
yeah,
happening. I think
yeah,
that is, and it's for us to probably show the example as well. The one that are awaken and know the truth, then begin to do that at your
yeah.
own level,
At your own pace.
at your own pace. Yeah,
And that's what I was saying before. A lot of us just weren't ready to see or ready to relinquish these ties or these relationships or these our relationships with these structures or pouring energy into these structures. So
yeah,
I'm I'm glad it's here. Like I'm not
yeah.
scared in any way about this. Like I'm
It's
not.
not also there's the energy in terms of maybe something that's more actionable, but there's also uh, the state of mind of being you are. Because when you think that you're still thinking that something makes you a good person just because you're doing some things that is acceptable by the rest of the society, then you do have to question now, are you really a loving person? And when you redefine this paradigm for yourself, that's when true power really comes through. Sometimes you don't even have to do anything. You just have to stop agreeing with the status quo.
Yeah. Just withdraw your belief from it
Yeah.
internally.
Yeah.
So Deanna was saying that Heiko can give her some of the dreams because she's still not recalling her dreams. And she's convinced now that she's being prepared for something because when she wakes up, she feels like um, she was put in all night. Like, I get it. It's like you were doing something, you were busy, you just can't recall what you were doing. A lot of that is like when you were a frequency that isn't, you were doing things at a frequency that aren't a match to your daily life. So to recall on a cellular level or on just a resonance level, it's just harder to do. That happens quite often, actually. Um, and
It's,
it's that trust that you're all right and you're doing what you're supposed to do at every given time, and that your higher self's got you in every realm, in every construct, all the time.
yeah. I see. I get what you're saying. I have noticed old patterns are becoming more obvious. The new are occurring, but are still not so grounded and stable.
Yeah.
What a dream, Heiko, and she say
Yep.
about in reference to what Heiko stream is. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's gonna take a while, but it's going. The first transition, I think, is for a lot of people is up here. Stop being too much up here and start feeling really. So that's going to take a bit of a while for people to adjust to that, because sometimes we can all admit that we, all it takes sometimes for some of us is a bill to go through the window, through the door. I mean, to come through the door. I mean, and then we'll just go back right up here. So, and that's a normal reaction because it's programmed in us. So until we can manage these emotions, um, yeah, things will begin
Sometimes it's a text
to be stable, a bit more
or a
stable.
call on the phone
Yeah, absolutely.
from that one person. You're just like,
Mm.
I thought I blocked you.
Yeah.
How did you get through?
But yeah, yeah,
Um, so Heiko's saying that it was transforming for him. And that's what's beautiful as well, because if everything that we've been told about this construct and where we are is up for question, then are clouds even clouds? And what is lightning? And I question all of it. And maybe all these things that we've been seeing and experiencing because of our field of perception have not been appearing to us in the reality that they, or the entirety that they are. So many possibilities are coming to light. And like Aga was saying, yeah, they're just, a lot of these new concepts aren't grounded down yet. They do feel like they're a little bit up in the air
yeah,
still, which is funny because that ties in with Heiko's dream. They do feel like they're up in the air. And I feel like us, when we have these dreams and our reactions in the dream space or in the out of body space, or just internally and quietly in meditation, or just in stillness, or in those moments of panic where we can just still ourselves, are us anchoring down the new by saying, I'm going to react to this differently this time. Because triggers are real. It's not that you don't experience them and you eradicate them because you have a new understanding. When they come up, do you just face them differently and understand that there's a choice here? So still, instead of taking it like something's been taken from you, take back that power and say, this is an opportunity for me to just react differently this time. And it doesn't mean that you don't lose it. It just means that you can lose it and do something. You can lose it and then say, you know what? I'm going to lose it for a bit, but afterwards, I'm going to clear my field, or afterwards, I'm going to still myself. Or, you know what? I'm not going to lose it. I'm gonna call it an opportunity to see things for the illusions they are. Any anything different to the reaction you've been giving it before, I
Yeah.
feel like is all of our joint efforts to anchor in the new. I don't know how everyone else feels about that. But
So
that's what I try to do, even with little things in my daily life, including bills, including
yeah. Uh,
unexpected phone calls, unexpected dreams sometimes, like unexpected meetings on the other side where it's like, you know what, let's have this conversation then, considering you want it so badly.
you know what it comes on to, and it's funny because I'm saying, I got saying to Diana, I have problems with my dream recall recently as well, but feel something is cooking. Yeah. Another thing as well is the word we're using. Now we have to begin to pay a lot more attention to them and what we say to ourselves. So I'll give you an example. When you say I have problem to do something, and I use that all the time. So it's not just you. I really do. So I have to check myself every time because I don't have a problem. And you do not have a problem to recall. Specifically recall because we only understand recalling for the purpose of saying, well, I remember what happened in the dream, and what happened is okay, is this, and it makes me feel that way, is in order to be able to feel a certain way, whether good or bad, about that dream, or informed or non-informed. um but as we connect to um our souls is all knowing, and as we trust our soul, because the only reason distortions and the influence is able to be there in the first place is simply because of the little slither of doubt that perhaps something um, bad is happening when you can't remember. But if you're in absolute alignment with your soul,
I think it's trust.
your
That's,
soul will never
yeah.
put you in a situation that is not aligned with you. However, probably sound easier said than done, but this is where we're working ourselves towards. So whether I remember my dream or I don't, or remember, or whether I can do something right now or I can, the absolute trustless uh, relationship you have with your soul will be able to override any influences, any distortions, any malevolent actions against you. And I begin to realize this, and I'm like, you know what? I'll try to be impeccable with my word a lot more now.
Mhm.
Sometimes I don't, but I notice when I don't. And I even notice sometimes what changes in my day and the influences that has in my day. So for my dream recall, for instance, I decided, okay, how can I go about this dream recall issue? And I do a command every time before I go to bed, because I had the downloads about how there's been a distortion about the idea of praying before you go to sleep. They used to make children pray before they go to sleep. In actual fact, it was just the original intention is commanding your dream. So whether you remember or not become irrelevant, because I'm in the full trust as I exercise my will, the will of my soul, then I am perfectly aligned with whatever experience I'm experiencing while I'm dreaming. So, and it's just happened that subsequently to that, and to feel comfortable with that, I remember more of my dream. It's funny how things work sometimes. So that's what I was going to say in the columns to what you just said.
So you were basically, so I guess through that you discovered that a lot of your lack of dream recall came down to not trusting that you weren't doing any harm. So it was like, I need
Yeah,
to know in case I did something
yeah. That don't
out
align with
that you
me,
don't align with you.
and the doubt, the slither
Okay,
of doubt
that
that
fear
perhaps
that
I'm
maybe
misaligned
you
with my
did
soul.
something.
Yeah, or enough
Okay.
distortion for influences or different things to take place. Now, and I find out obviously you check, what's your vibrations and how you feel, because your emotion will impact that. But
Mm.
the more command I said before I go to sleep, without I remember what I don't. I realize I stop over focusing on that, and things start coming through a little clearer and easier.
So Nat suggests to Deanna that you can do a dream data recall. So you need to state that you are a sovereign being and
Oh,
that you're trans and that your transformation is clear to receive. Your transmission is clear to receive data. So each time you wake up, just say data recall. It works for me. I can see why. It's that exact
Yeah,
same.
yeah, basically.
It's
And
it's
yeah,
that same genre
yeah.
of it, and
And,
make it your own, I guess.
and I would say
And
one thing to this
yeah,
as well, it's part of loving yourself. I love myself enough to accept that there's nothing done wrong against me, that I'm fully aligned, I'm not disaligned with my,
that you wouldn't
my,
harm
yeah, I
yourself.
wouldn't harm myself. So it's a whole process where, you know, we've been, walking so far away from love that we now have to retrain ourselves to love ourselves enough to know that everything's perfectly fine.
So Deanna says, in the words of Terence, is that Terence?
Yeah,
Terence
making it, yeah.
McKenna. The world is going to get weirder and weirder until it gets so weird people have to start talking about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Bless said, I've had a number of dreams much earlier in life that felt like I was training for something. It's been years since I've had that last one though. I feel you. I feel you. It's and it's in and out, and it's ebbs and flows. Like there'll be a period of time I have this type of interactions, and then I'll have a time where I have these type of interactions, and I guess it just goes. I'm just trusting the flow of it. I've kind of surrendered to that now.
And you know what's funny, because I see another person, I think it's
MJ
MJ.
says I don't
There's
recall my
no
dreams
dream either.
either.
Well, another thing as well, guys. If I recall, when I was younger and I was able to recall a lot of dreams, these dreams were not high vibrations. They were often bad dreams. So not all the time, but there was a lot of them. So I'm just thinking that sometimes your soul prevent you from distortion. So you may not be able to recall certain of your dreams because to keep you in a space where you can preserve your how can I put it, preserve your authenticity, as opposed to have this dream ghost. There's so much influence so that maybe you might get a nightmare, another, or not a nightmare, or bad dream, what we call a bad dream, let's say, and you might, overanalyze that dream when clearly there's been different influences that actually took place. Hence why you had that dream. It might not always mean something. So in order for that not to happen, perhaps sometimes it's chosen on a soul level.
Not to have recall.
Yeah.
Understood.
Yeah. And sometimes it's also a vibration mismatch. So basically, you had a high vibrating dreams, but by the time you come back into your body, you vibrate in a lower frequency. So the recall, in a way you understand it, which is through your memory, through your brain, let's say,
Mm.
can't really happen because the vibration is too high. So there's that as well. So yeah.
I have noticed a difference if I wake up to something peaceful or if I wake up to like an alarm or a knock at the door or something like that when it comes
Yeah.
to, and sometimes it will come back later in the day. So I do allow that to happen as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
just
it
like,
does as
yeah,
well.
well,
Yeah,
if
it happened
you'll,
for me as well.
if I remember, I remember. And sometimes I'll just focus on the now of keeping my mood up now and
Yeah,
during the
absolutely.
day. And then I'm like, you know what? I had a dream about this, but it usually comes back when I'm in like a joyful state.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. I get it. I
Yeah.
understand. Yeah.
So blessed cat is in the chats as well. Hey Simba. Was it Simba this time?
Okay, I see.
And
What a
Aga made a
message.
really good point. She was talking about the
Say it again.
Aga made a really good point because she was talking about the lightning being like the lightning, the clouds being a link to the heavens and the earths.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
that's the whole thing as well. And our idea of how that is connected as well is a very relevant dream that Heiko had. I love that. Really love that. I could see why that was so transformative for him. Like, I could see why that touched him.
Yeah, that's it. Yep. Very aware of trigger now. triggering.
Yes, they are. I feel like February is pop off month for triggers. Like if you're not ready for them,
Yeah.
you just be out here getting them left, right, and center, and just feel like, hang on a minute, are you trying to snowball on me because I'm not feeling it? And I swear I did my New Year's resolution, but remember they throw the months off, so I don't know if the new year has actually started yet.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, she's watching our words. It's something we all do. Just try and remain impeccable with our words. And sometimes, it's more what we tell ourselves. It's the words we use when no one's watching on ourselves. To start there, and then you can spread out afterwards.
Yeah. Hey, Cryo.
Hey, Creo.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, the world is sometimes it's like it's a habit. Like it's not much the swearing. Actually, I find out the swearing is not really impacting you that much, but it's just, like Shem said, the thing you're telling yourself. Sometimes it's tricky. You just have to, and then sometimes you realize in the language you use, there's no other ways to say the thing you're trying to. Well, it feels like there's no other ways to trying to explain these things. So you have to use a word that is like not actually great, but then you realize then it's the time.
Language is limiting.
Well, yeah, and then usually when that happened to me, what I like to do is I'm going back to the way I feel. So then, why am I feeling that way? If nothing could really express that feeling properly, what is it that I'm really feeling?
Yeah.
I'm going back and I'm just trying to pick it apart and see.
Yep.
Yeah.
So Bless is basically, he's talking about when you have those dreams where you feel like you've been training for something or working all night, or what I like to call mission dreams as well. Yeah, that I've been on a couple of those. So but yeah, it's a lot of them have been now lately about I've been asked to clear a lot of things, and I've just been making sure I get them cleared. Because it's all fair and well to say, you want to call in your sovereignty and you want to call in your connection to your higher self. But when you are given a clear message about what to do or what action to take, you all of a sudden question your trust with them, which is questioning your communication with them. And then I said, why would I question my communication with my God spark? Why would I do that? And I was like, oh, that's part of the illusion. That's part of the distortion.
Yeah.
That somehow I would be at a loss for that. That somehow that would be a bad thing. And I was like, oh, that is inverted as all types of hell. So you know what? No.
Yeah, this is literally what leads you to the wrong path. Is the idea that perhaps you soul have chosen something bad for you. When
how could that even be possible?
Yeah, but that's enough to send people on the wrong path.
It is, and it often does, and it often has for myself. Even I'm like, I only got here because I didn't listen to my inner knowing.
Right.
And now my inner knowing is speaking back to me. I spent so long doing mirror work, inner work, shadow work, whatever you want to call it, to call in this connection, to reconnect, detoxes, all of this stuff.
Yeah.
And now I'm not trusting the actual field. Now I'm not trusting the communication. Who are you?
Yeah.
At this point.
Hey, it's
but then this is part of the game, isn't it?
And we've been trained to believe these things. So as much as, like I say, sometimes you may say, well, I don't believe in this anymore, and I've changed my mind, I understand better. But then you indulge in everything that support that belief. So that's the thing, is being able to disconnect yourself from that takes a while sometimes.
It does. And I'm just compassionate with myself, and I'm like, you know what, if this takes a while, then it takes a while, but I'm going in the right direction.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm where I'm supposed to be. And I'll leave it at that. Yeah. So Deanna's saying that she even has a notebook next to her pillow. So she's ready. She's ready. Do you know what? I've got my notebook here.
Yeah.
I've got my notebook here as well, because sometimes for the collective messages I get,
Yeah.
Like I'm like, oh, that's for the collective. Um, but there'll be a couple nights where I'm like, I don't have any details. I just have a feeling. So
Mhm.
if there's some nights you wake up and you just are overwhelmed by a feeling that you wake up with, then write down that feeling. Especially if it's like, I don't remember last night, but I'm feeling good. Write down, woke up feeling good, or woke up feeling refreshed, woke up feeling energized, woke up feeling content, woke up feeling blissful,
Yeah,
and then let the ball start rolling from there.
that's a good idea.
So that's what I do sometimes. But
Yeah, no,
you do,
that's
you
really
do what you
great.
want, eh?
Um,
Um,
Cryo,
Creo,
yeah,
yeah, go on.
Cryo. I just saw Maya, the R&B artist, in an interview where she spoke about her hobby. Basically, she said she had several astral projection experiences. She also said she caught her ex cheating on her. Yeah, that is definitely that would do it. That would
Yeah,
definitely
sometimes it bees like
yeah.
that.
Well, she's not the only one though. There's many artists actually mentioned having an OB. There's a couple of rappers as well. Um, what's this guy called?
There's a few of them.
Honk 369 or something
I don't think
similar.
he's a rapper, but yeah,
Well, you
there's
kind
a
of.
few of
I
them.
don't know if he's a
There's a
rapper,
few of
but he
them. There's
comes
a few of
across
them.
like it is. I don't know. But yeah, there's a few of them, and they open about it and they're saying like, yeah, this is literally more the experience.
Yeah.
MJ is saying, oops, recall are the one that carry heavy emotion, like fear. Don't know why. Yeah, simply because they lower vibration, so they're easier
To
for
carry over to
your
here.
body to
Mm.
literally recall. And they know that, and they're influencing you so that they can give you more of that. So this is why sometimes when you don't necessarily recall them, specifically if you have commands and stuff like that, you're gonna have to trust the process basically because you've asked your soul now to align you on your highest path. So part of that, it's probably not in line with it. So why
It
should we recall
won't recall the
something?
bullshit for you.
Yeah, for what reason
Hmm.
really?
And also your energetic body is attuned right here in run one to be able to hold stuff like fear and reactions and stuff. So when you have heavier dreams and fearful dreams, you do feel them when you wake up like more easily. I know what you're talking about.
Mm,
Sometimes I get them I'm like, wow, this isn't. It's been 5 minutes now. This needs to leave my chest. And I kind of have to have a whole breathing, deep breathing, release, and just release it from my nervous system.
yeah.
I feel you on that one, MJ. Okay, so Creo said she also said that she knocked down a clock in her astral body. So do you think it's possible to move objects in your spiritual body?
Yeah.
I do, yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I
It's
do.
only matching frequencies
Yeah.
in order to be able to influence. Um, Everything has its own field, even within your body. Your heart has its own field. Your liver has its own field. Your eyeball, they've got their own field, and then you got the whole body has its own field. So when you interact, I give you a finger. What is that science theory? I think it's Faraday. Don't quote me on that. That shows a fix with magnet and how the magnetic field have the ability to influence the surrounding object and create electricity. There's a bunch of stuff basically out there where you can see that what you don't see can actually influence what you see. So yeah.
Like Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. You're going to still connect even though you don't see it. It's the same for our frequencies, our bodies. But yeah, I do believe that that's possible. I guess that's where people say, oh, the paranormal or what do you call it? Poltergeist and stuff like that. Energy bodies that can still move things and fling things across the room.
Mm-hmm.
In theory, if you leave your body, then you should be able to do it because you're made up of the similar energy. So I guess you can do that. I don't see why not.
Yeah.
So Deanna was like, So I do my sun gazing at sunset, and on the 12th the same thing happened, where the sun turned a different color this time. Yeah, because you remember last time, she said she saw it but her daughter didn't see it, like a royal bright blue, and then to an orange, and then back to bright pink. You're seeing some beautiful sunsets.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. And this is the point. Like right now, you're abundant in sunsets. So don't even worry about dream recall. Cause like your sunsets be popping
Yeah. Absolutely.
at this point. Bless said, yeah, to Creo. I know that Darius mentioned leaving a door open from his out of body state once. Seems very uncommon but possible. Um
I was going to say something real quick about what I was just mentioning. Yeah, it's
Hi
Faraday.
Laura.
It's Faraday, and basically it's the principle of what they call law inductions and invisible forces. Actually talk about invisible forces extending through space, and basically how they use that to create movement. And they've got the electric motor principle. So he demonstrated that electricity can produce motion, the basic principle behind electric motors. So basically, because you don't see the electricity, it's not something you necessarily see, but the unseen, being able to create motions in the physical, is a real thing. So yeah, and it is Faraday that actually, well, they say it's who discovered it, but
That's the name. That's the question
question
mark.
marks, yeah. But the Faraday's law of induction, you might want to go and see it for yourself and see. So it's
Hi
interesting.
Andrea.
Hi, Andrea. Hi, Laura.
It's funny because Amondi was telling me the other day he was never really like you weren't really ever close to your grandmother
Oh
just
yeah,
because of the
no,
way the
yeah.
family was set up. But
Well, she
her
died young, so
and she also died young. Um, but your father's name was Andre, and your grandmother's middle name is Andrea, or
yeah,
was Andrea.
that's a middle name.
Very French.
Yeah, actually, it's funny, right?
Extremely French,
I
which
actually
is
had a dream,
funny.
recently in the astral with her, when she's reliving her life. She could have lived in the. Well, it was more. It was a lucid dream, forward slash OB. And she just basically saw me. She gave me that big hug, squeezed me, felt the squeeze.
Baby out of body. Like, what
Yeah,
we
I
doing? What
was
we
over
playing
it
at
though.
this
I
point?
was like, oh gosh,
It's
I want to
because you
be
weren't
here.
enjoying the situation. You're like, oh
Yeah, but
gosh.
she literally trying to, yeah, to relieve a life in the astral. That's what she's doing.
Yeah.
Things you couldn't do.
Over France, there is like if you ever you are out of body and you want to visit France, do visit. Their astral plane is massive.
Yeah,
They're deep in it.
yeah,
They're living their best lives out there. They're living their lives. So there's so much layers out there, but they are living their life. So many people have just decided, oh, I'm living my life. Like I didn't get to do this, and I'm just gonna relive it here, and they're just doing it.
yeah. So while you're saying that is interesting, or I can imagine it will take a lot of practice and energy focus, like in the movie Ghost. Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
if you can practice telekinesis, from your body now, you essentially you're not touching the thing. You're using your energy to move the thing. So that's
yeah,
the same. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. And I believe it to be true because I can see how it would work,
Mm.
and yeah, I can see how it would work because this is what intrigued me into like even dealing with crystals and having OBs as well. And I would make sure that I would like fall to sleep with the crystal in my hand and then see if it carries over to the other side. So I don't see, and it has, and it's even been bigger. Like it's appeared at its bigger size, like its real energetic size, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So I can see how that would be a two-way street.
I'm seeing
Hey,
Renee. Hey,
Renee.
Renee. Yeah, these things are real. and another thing as well, we are meant to do that with our body, because even levitation, all of these things are based off of the same principle where you use energy for motion. So because they cast an overlay over this realm one, through different techniques that we know,
Mm.
it stop people to be able to use their abilities, and so that's the part of the abilities we have, and we our body has, and we can use them. We can,
So Deanna was saying, yeah, she's gonna give that a try. And Heiko says, yeah, give all details a value. And yeah, that's kind of what it does. It's like if you wake up from a dream and you don't recall everything, but you feel good, that's still a detail, and that still
yeah,
has
it's
its
true.
own value, if that's what you meant. But yeah.
Yeah, and there's different
I
type
do.
of memories. There's a memory, there's from the a brain perspective, but also from a body
Yeah, so how you
perspective,
feel. That
how you
hence
feel.
what
Yeah,
MJ was discussing when she was saying that sometimes you can have a dream that's like a bad dream or a nightmare or a scary dream,
yeah.
and you feel it in your body the next day.
Oh, absolutely.
That is a recall of its own.
It's a record of it. Yeah, it's a memory.
Yeah, it's a memory.
Yeah.
That's why the traumas sometimes are held in the nervous system, still are stored there. Yeah, that's the name, Oliver. That's what I'm saying. Joey Badass. Yeah, that was on the tip of my tongue.
Joy Badass.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. He's the rapper. He talks about enough of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes it is that.
Yeah,
So
I'm just saying you hardly ever bad dreams. That's a good thing.
higher than
Hi
Danas,
Donald.
higher Danas.
Um,
Hi, I love you to see you here. And hey Jay.
hey Jay.
Lost so
Lost so much
much
sleep.
sleep. Jay says, lost so much sleep attempting OBEs last night. Listen, that's why I said I just personally now I'm just like, let me just do the morning. And I just say to myself before I go to sleep, look, like sometimes I'll do energy reclamation depending on how my day went. I'll just do energy signature reclamations, make sure that I'm not holding on to anyone's energy, or they're not holding on to, I'm not giving mine away knowingly or unknowingly, or just any unnecessary ties, I just clear my field, and I just I call in more of my soul connection with my soul, though it's already here. But you know how us humans be sometimes forgetting that, oh, who am I? And then I go to my bed, like I sleep, like that's my main thing. I'm just like, you know what, let me just get some good sleep, and then I'll wake up an hour earlier than I'm used to waking up. And that's where I'll do like a meditation or an OBE attempt. And then that way, if it happens spontaneously, which it usually does, it's okay, it happens. But then I know I'll get my sleep. But then I'll know in the morning I'm definitely going to get another chance if I feel like nothing happened the way I needed it to go, because there've been so many nights like that. And then like if you know already that we got a little one, and his bedtime routine's been whooping our ass lately, so I've been taking sleep seriously. But I feel you. Sometimes it be like that. You be attempting, you be like, hang on a minute, am I missing out on sleep over this?
Sometimes you got to switch your techniques as well.
Yeah.
Depending on how you feel that day as well.
Yeah. Or if you can wake up 2 hours before your normal wake up time, and then just be like, I'm going to focus tonight on just getting well rested, body rested, so that when you do mind awake, body asleep, it's just like you're not worried about at the back of your head, am I just not resting?
Yeah.
Am I just murking myself for tomorrow? So Andrea's like, yeah, of course my name would be French. Exactly.
I've lived many
Lives in France. And I'm telling you, it is really French.
Yeah, really, it's pretty much.
So MJ is saying, do you think it's important that we work on having OBEs?
if you want to make a work out of it, yeah. But if you don't, um, basically you have to shift your approach. Um,
If you want to have one, then work on it. Then focus on it is what I would say. Pour your energy and love into it. Um,
but it's a mindset as well, because if you perceive something as I'm gonna work, oh, okay, you have to define for yourself what work means. Truly, I mean truly. Like every time you hear the word work, what does it mean? Does it mean everything? Does it mean, because that will be the definition you give it, you give it to. So it's that's what we say about being impeccable with your words, because it impacts your whole experience. So that's what it is. It's not a matter if it's important. Some people, they enjoy working, they enjoy the whole process, so that's going to be great for them. But if it's not the case for you, you might want to just rephrase
yeah.
that.
A lot of the times, I've had many past lives as like shaman type archetypes, and being impeccable with your words is like one of the main things. And eventually we will all move away from that anyway, because we'll return back to what was, which is not really needing language anyway, because that was like the biggest separator of each of us. Which is funny that there's so many different speaking languages in the chats. Like we've got German, English, Spanish, French. It's lovely. It's beautiful. But in saying that, I would say, yeah, like what Omondi's saying. If you see work as a labor of love, then it's not an issue. But if you see work as efforting, then maybe it's like, can I dedicate myself, or can I focus on having an OBE, or can I integrate it as a new practice? Um, can I develop, or can I reconnect with my ability? Because this is something that we all do anyway. It's a birthright. It's something you're born with. It's an ability that we have had hidden over time, because we've been made to believe that this you're awake here and then you go to sleep, and then what you saw was in your imagination and your dreams. So it's working your mind around that, and then once working again, um which is an effort, I'm not gonna lie to you sometimes, but getting your mind around that, and then saying to yourself, okay, maybe I can, if I approach it like it's something that's going to be fun for me. Ooh, I get to try this again tonight. Or like you're experimenting, or you're discovering, make it more of a game, make it more of something that's like, you know what, that's what I'm into right now. That's my new interest. That's my new occupation. Like that's how I occupy my spare time. Then it takes the pressure off of you if you don't get the results you want straight away. Or if you're losing sleep or whatever, there's different levels to it that you go through. You're like, listen, I've been trying for 3 months and not a dicky bird. Um, and it kind of negates a lot of your expectations, because if you work for something, you want results, and if you work hard for it, you definitely want results. And when it's not achieved, you need something to blame, whether it be the way you've gone about it or yourself, which none of those things are helpful or loving. So in saying that, though, it's definitely something that is interesting, and it's definitely something that I've enjoyed. But if you can't have it, it's not the end of the world. If you haven't experienced one up to now, it's not the end of the world. Maybe it's just your soul's time to say, okay, lock into what comes naturally to you. Maybe telepathy, mind sight, other psychic abilities that you've got going on in your life have been overlooked. And your soul's like, have a look at this right now. And then maybe those are going to be your gateways to open to your OBE much more easier.
Well,
So all roads lead to Rome.
I was going to say something that might sound a little controversial about that.
Okay. Shots
But
fired. Let's go.
it is no, actually meet the point you just said. So the thing with OBE, I've been in OBE, it has been um, presented as the ultimate truth, and as much that can be true that ultimately you can find the truth. It's also thinking that's the only way. It also um, kind of basically it's like you will fall short of the possibility to obtain this ultimate truth in another way. And the reason why I'm saying that is because there has been people before that haven't left their body but has been able to perceive what someone would need to leave their body to perceive the same thing, exact same thing. So to a certain extent, yes, it is, and no, it's not. It's like, so you got to remain open. Yes, it's great, and it can grant you access to things that you may not be able to access right now in your current state.
Mm.
However, like Shem said, uh, that's what your other clairs are. Now, to say that, well, just because someone experienced something, it doesn't mean that it's the ultimate truth, and there's no other possibilities in to obtain certain truth, or even to gain contact with loved ones. Now, would it be ideal to have an OB? Yeah, I'm sure a lot of us would love to be able to have full 100% control over having an OB, but not so many people are still there where they can, just come out at will. Even the one that teaches it, they find a way to do it maybe regularly enough, but to say that they're in full control and every time they want it, it can just pop out of their body, no, a lot of them can do that. So having a more loving approach and not trying to predefine the way you're going to find your truth is important.
Yeah.
Because then it means that if you don't, because here's the thing: if you think, well, I need to have an OB because it's the only way I can find out, that's mean then you will mistrust your downloads. Because when you have a download, you're not leaving your body; you essentially receiving informations. So why now would you trust them more? Well, just because you went on the other side, you had an OB, now your downloads are valid. Are you sure about that? So doubt can be planted at different levels. And what I'm saying is by remaining open and having an open mind about it and distressing the situations will essentially help you having an OB in the first place anyway. Because when you know in a state of desperation, it's easier to manifest things for yourself. And that has to be remembered.
Yeah.
So, and I'll try to
I see
even
what you're
recreate
saying.
an OB experience that I had because I wanted to unfold the exact same way. But then that's when limitations start coming because I'm expecting it to be a certain way. So, as opposed to trust maybe myself more, my soul more to guide me appropriately to get the information I need.
Yeah. I see what you're saying.
Yeah,
I do see what you're saying. Plus, I get asked all the time about different methods, about OBE methods, and I, I never have one straight answer because I know it's different for each person.
absolutely.
And I know where some people don't get sleep paralysis, others may get, and then others might be able to do it through dream state, where others can do it through meditative state. And it's just more of that's a one-on-one thing. Like
Yeah,
that's how I approach it when I answer people. I have to say, but are you more to this? Are you more inclined to that? You see what I'm
absolutely.
saying? Like it's not one
And
size
some
fits all. I
people
get you.
have the ability to see beyond the veil, to
Yeah,
actually see.
and
They
and
see
and it's and
different
all of these
beings.
things. Remember the day after we got well after the wedding, not the marriage, but I saw that lady after breakfast, and I was like, "What is this? What is this old lady doing in our house?" In a dressing gown. I really thought like a neighbor walked because we had the doors open. I
Yeah,
thought
yeah,
a neighbor walked in of like
yeah. I
a
remember.
neighbor's grandma walked in off the street, and I was like, "Oh, hiya! Like, are you lost?" And she just took her little thing and just went upstairs. And I was like, "Oh, she's gone upstairs." And you were like, "What are you going for?" I was like, "The old lady's just walked upstairs." And as I've gone to follow her, I was like, "Okay, all right, no old lady." So yeah, and then these are the things. Sometimes it sounds all fun and games until you see some stuff that scare you as well.
Yeah,
So
think
there's that side of things.
I think the point being is, you know, just enjoy
Enjoy
yourself as you do it,
yourself.
as you
Explore,
try.
explore. It's
Yeah,
self-exploration.
as you experiencing the process
I'm gonna
of
keep on going through
having a baby. Yeah,
the
go.
comments. This week I'm determined I'm
Oh,
gonna.
go on. You can do that. I'm
Okay, so
waiting.
Loretta said,
My
but
lucid
that's a
dream.
great question, MJ. MJ's
Yeah,
out here on
yeah.
fire.
Absolutely, 100%.
Okay.
My
This
lucid,
week she's been at it. I'm telling
right?
you. Okay, so
My,
Loretta came through.
do you
She
want me to read it
said,
or you read it?
you can read this
Okay,
one
my
then.
lucid dream, I had a few things are coming true. I saw three white trucks digging in the ground on my street, and now the water company said they will be digging in the next month on my street.
Future timelines.
Yeah, that was potential timelines.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
potential timelines.
Yeah,
Premonition dream. They're dope, aren't they? Because you're like, you know what? I did see. It's nice when it unfolds, and this is the exciting side of things as well. Like, this is where it gets exciting when you just start trusting what you saw and knowing that it will reveal itself eventually, or it can possibly. So yeah, that's
yeah.
beautiful.
I'm still right. That's saying after that, she say I saw the tracks 3 blocks over, and they are all white like my dream obi. I think I was seeing the future. Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely, hundred
you
percent.
were.
Yeah,
Yeah, you were definitely. And it's dope when you see it because you're like, you know what? Next time they ain't gonna fool me, water company, for whatever it is. And what's beautiful, it sometimes these premonition dreams help you with just your normal, regular daily life. It's just
yeah,
speaking back. It's your field speaking back to you in many different ways, and it's being open to that ability. It's an ability that's available to you. Use it to your advantage for your daily life. Hey, Shah.
hey, Shaw.
Um, so yeah, hang on, keep on going. Okay, so Renee says, I've been seeing tiny pinpricks of light in my vision and saw
So,
an orb in my peripheral recently. Yeah, that's gonna be coming up. It's your field of perception widening. A lot of people are going to be experiencing that as well. It's all part of mind sight and true sight, and
yeah, absolutely.
yeah, it's just your field of perception opening up, expansion. It's beautiful. Um okay.
So I'm just saying, I guess, I mean,
Yeah.
is it important? Good feedback, but important to have one. Yeah, I mean, it's all. It's like everything is important in terms of your experience because it's something you desire to experience. Specifically, when you truly desire to experience something, it is important. It's part of loving yourself. Um, that alone is important.
Yeah.
So yeah, absolutely.
I think what I would say, and it's hard for me to say whether it's important or not because it's not something I pursued. It's just something that was available in my life, and then it was something that appeared naturally in my life,
Yeah,
but it has been important to me, and it has revealed a lot. Um, Even at times where I didn't know what I was looking at or what I was experiencing, or didn't understand it on this side, it has been extremely important to me.
key word, like you said, to me.
To me, I'm just giving my opinion
No,
about
that's what
what's
I'm
to
saying. Like
me. Yeah,
you're literally saying that, like, yeah, that's exactly that. So ultimately, that might not mean anything to people, and I'm telling you, some people you talk to them about OB, they're like, what, leaving my body? Hell no. So and they might and I would not be so pretentious to say, well, you life ain't gonna be good or whatever, because then I'm doing the same thing religion does, which
yeah,
means that, but no, they might have a great life, awesome life. It just because you have one doesn't mean your life's gonna be great, and just because you don't have one doesn't mean your life's gonna be great either. And the opposite is true as well. Just because you have one, your life can be amazing, and just because you don't have one, your life can be amazing. So
yeah,
that's the beautiful part of this experience.
yeah,
It's ultimately in your power to decide that.
yeah.
Yeah,
Understanding what it is has been very important to me personally.
Mm.
But also equally expanding on my in-body abilities has been as equally as important to me and useful. So yeah.
Yeah.
Um so Deanna's saying, yeah, same Renee. I think she's been experiencing the same thing.
I get it. Yeah.
Plus the colors of the sunsets that she's been seeing, I can see why her perception of, yeah, their perception of the light spectrum have been expanding as well, and that's in body. So yeah, like I said,
What I found out the good
uh,
things about obese is when you can bring back things here. Um, that's what I enjoyed. So not necessarily, well, it can be information, but like sort of like abilities or certain thing. I think that's enjoyable.
yeah. And they're talking about floaters before a migraine and all those things there as well,
Mm.
and that how you can think there's something wrong with your eyes sometimes. Yeah, I had that. I had that as well. I went and got my eyes checked out, and they were like, "No, your vision is great." And I was like, "Is it?" Because I could have. But this is all part of us questioning, like, "Am I seeing what's going on? Is going on?"
Yeah.
Yeah, you've been yawning a lot today,
Yeah. I don't
more
know
than
why.
usual.
Yeah. For some reason.
Though
I'm not
last,
even tired.
I know, night before last, I like, remember I told you I was giving you a reading,
Mm-hmm.
and then when I was out of body, I was giving you a reading again.
Mm-hmm.
And then I
Yeah.
woke up and I was like, okay, I want something new.
Mm.
I went right back to sleep, rolled out, and the cards were already in front of me, and I was giving you another reading. I was like, can I recall what the reading was about?
Yeah. Well, you just gave me a reading anyway.
I'll just give you one like later
No, you
on.
literally just before that dream gave me a reading. Literally, like 2 days, not even that before.
Yeah, but it had nothing to do with this one. I know for
Mm.
sure.
Okay.
I know for sure it had nothing to do with it, because even the cards that I was pulling were different. I don't own those cards on this side.
Mm.
Um, yeah. Okay, so Bless is onto something. Okay, so he said, yeah, nice, to Renee. So I had that happen once, and it overwhelmed my vision, he said. I was driving and had to pull over. I was perfectly healthy and fine, and there wasn't any pain, etc., that came with it. Gone after 20 seconds, he said. Leading up to that day, I had been having them on and off for weeks, little lights coming and going. Thought that it was my vision, but it never happened again. So Renee said, yeah, there's like little tiny lights
Peculiar.
are peculiar,
Mm-hmm.
like the orbs, and are orbs, and are probably like a spirit. I don't know what the little lights are. Sometimes they are different colors. Yeah, like I said, they're different spectrums of the light, the different parts of the light spectrum that now your vision is allowing you to see as we expand, as we're able to see different things. And I know that some people who are into seeing angels, or who have seen angels appear to them, especially from very young, have seen them in orb form, appear to them in orb form. So a lot of that is orbs coming up, and I know that that happened. Like there was a time that a lot of orbs were like being seen by people. So I don't know when that first started for you, but it's like there's a new wave of that. I'm hearing a lot of people, especially psychics, saying, "Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of orbs lately." So
So,
it's
I see.
interesting.
Yeah, Shah is saying, I know someone who got the old construct download, the 13 realms, creators, etc., and she has never had an OB.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly that.
So,
Hey, Yeast. So,
hey, yes.
and that's why I'm saying, like, you can. I remember when I was younger, watching different people. Like, I would be around lots of shamans and spiritual workers and different things, and I'd see them all do different things. And there was always, even though they all had different things going on, sometimes they would have one particular person who was specialized in this, and I would watch them and be in awe about their ability. And then someone else would come and their ability would be totally expanded in a different way. And it would be just as amazing. And what it taught me is we can't compare ourselves to one another. And as we are all God sparks of our own, and God expressing itself in different ways, all of these different abilities that show up in our lives and the way that our soul has decided to express them must be honored equally. You know, one, even if they look different to one another, even if they look the same but aren't particularly the same, each of us have our own particularity. And even if, like Shah was saying, even if you haven't, like she knows someone, all 13 realms creators never had out of body, and she knows someone who's experienced that. And then there's people who have come out of body and seen the realms, like I've seen the realms out of body. But then again, I wasn't even searching for it at that time. I wasn't even interested. And then there's some people who can just go and seek that out and find that. And there's many in the community who have. We're all different, but that's why we have these Sundays. We share our different perspectives on it so that we all ain't got to run around and do and do the same thing. We can all just convene at some point and be like, yep, this was my findings, great.
Yeah.
Because you're not all going to be interested in the same thing.
Well,
And that's normal.
seeing Oliver saying that so true. I still haven't had an OB, but started receiving galactic memories through deep meditation. Yeah.
Exactly.
And also beside is the fact that if you say, well, no, nothing is better than an OB, fine, you have an OB, okay. But then subsequent to that OB, if you start having downloads, let's say you can't have an OB again, but you have downloads, are you going to now not trust the downloads? Because you're thinking, well, that's not authentic. So you do have to ask yourself what perception you want to have about all these things, really.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw a donation. I think it's
Jay, thank you.
Jay,
It's from
thank
Jay.
you.
Thank you.
Just so you know, you can also donate on our Ko-Fi directly. Because YouTube do take 30%. I just want you guys to know that.
So they out here taking,
much-
drinking a third of our coffee up. That's
much
all I'm
appreciated.
saying.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Oh, by the way, guys, also, if you can press like, that will help that content. Please do so.
Just to reach out to a wider audience. So yeah. So Deanna was like, yes, they can be different colors for me too. So she's been seeing like a spectrum of them as well. And yeah, and this is what I'm talking about, self-exploration. If you've noticed yourself kind of having the ability to like Loretta was saying, she had dreams that were premonitions, and it doesn't have to be this big spectacular, I saw the end of the world. It can just be, yeah, working trucks, and then the electrical company came. That's a big deal.
Absolutely.
That's you seeing into your future field or potential future field for yourself. And that's going to help you maneuver and make this experience as dope as possible. Because let's face it, if we're all going to be here and we have these abilities available to us and we want to go into knowing ourselves, know thyself, then that's part of the exploration. We don't have to limit ourselves. If we're limitless creator beings, then look into those things. Look into the things that present themselves as easy as they present themselves to you. And it could be something like telepathy. Are you the person who always knows when someone's going to call them or thinks about them and then they give you a phone call? You know, are you that person? Because if you are, that's telepathy. It's like all of these things, like look into them.
Yeah.
And they'd be sitting there in plain sight.
So I'm seeing it as well what Shah's saying, because she's going back and forth with Blessed, and she told her guides, if this is true, someone else must know about it. She said she won't believe it until she sees proof. 2 hours later, Darius pops up on her algorithm. But there you
Job
go.
done. Job done.
There's so many ways you can be provided information. That's
Yeah,
just and again, it's not an OB deterrent. Do have your OB and experience it, but do enjoy full joy, and this is a unique experience we are going through right now.
yeah.
So yeah.
So Jay did say OBs and astral projection, have been around a long time, but seems like it's becoming popular. In my opinion, yeah, it is. It's resurfacing again for
Yeah.
sure. Do you ever question some people's videos or testimonials? No, I don't care to. I really don't care. Reason I don't care is look at what that. I've got compassion for what that takes. Look at what that is. OBE, astral projection, yes, it is gaining traction and yes, it is becoming popular, but it's still extremely niche. For me, it would be likened to um, the crocheting world. So imagine someone was like, I don't know if you've seen on TikTok these people who crochet out of control. And it's like, I did a blanket, I did a, and they show their
Oh yeah, I
progress.
saw that the other day.
Imagine you wanted
It's
to
quite
be
funny.
part of that world and you said to yourself, you know, I'm
It's
gonna go and
specific.
buy myself a crochet blanket. It might cost me a fair buck, but I'm gonna say I did it and I'm gonna go viral with it. If that's where you are in your desperation level to need to have that notoriety or that approval, then do you. Like that's how you want to spend your time. Okay, then. Like, I'm too busy minding my own business for that. Like, okay, okay. And what am I gonna go verify? And verify everybody and see if they are telling the truth or not. And if they're not telling the truth, that's where my discernment comes in. If anything, they're holding space for me to be able to practice my discernment.
Mhm.
So whenever people like that pop up in any space where I feel like they're over egging themselves or they're maybe not telling the truth about their certain situation or their experiences or their stories, I just use my discernment and I'm like, okay. And I have compassion for them because I'm like, lying for this.
I'm gonna say
All
some.
right then.
I'm gonna say something real quick. By the way, about the yawning, I think it's Diana saying that she's experiencing the same thing. Also, until
Mm,
she's not tired, but yeah, go figure.
yeah.
Um, yeah.
I'm
So,
hearing auric field for you, so I
uh,
don't know what that's
I,
about,
I
but
I
yeah.
I was going to say something, yeah,
Go on.
about what you just talked about. Um, I'm clearing my field anyway. It's probably why.
That is why then.
Um. Okay. Okay. First of all, um, if if you go back, um, 10, 15 years ago, I mean, YouTube barely existed. A lot of this information I would love to know. I've heard about the idea of coming out of your body. A friend of mine spoke to me about experiencing that. That's probably now a good 10 years ago, if not more. Probably more.
Well, no.
Yeah. And he just started sharing about it. And I believed him. I was like, yeah. Yeah, I see. Yeah. I wasn't surprised about it. However, these are the time where information wasn't there already. Now people feel like maybe they want to do video about it because on some level they saw nothing is a mistake, nothing's happened by coincidence. So on some level they so feel like it's important for them to do it. Now we need not to judge the reason behind it, doesn't matter. Because the truth is if they still giving you the information and there's truth to it, maybe the intention is different and maybe but that's not for us to care. Now like Shem said, you use your intuition, but ultimately when you question something you already know better. So it's no harm really. It's really it isn't. It's about us to just keep on using our intuition and not really caring about that whether it's a trend or not. I always said one thing is about us doing this channel in the first place and doing a spiritual podcast. Well, I would rather save in a podcast about life, this experience basically. because we're here to experience regardless. We can't do without doing that. Like there's no other ways but experiencing it anyway, regardless. So always say I don't want just focus on OBE. That's just no, just that. I want to do all of it, every aspect. This is what sometimes you guys you might hear us talking about different things, consciousness and what is consciousness and awareness and difference between consciousness and awareness, all these things. And sometimes we'll talk about quantum physics and science and different things and how it all relates to one another. So what I'm saying is that it's the time probably we show gratitude for all the information that is available to us. Because tell you, 15 years ago, that thing were not available at all.
You had to go to some back alley, knock 3 times on a dark door, open, go down the stairs, and then maybe there was a group
Right.
there who would talk about it. And then it was like, don't say nothing about this.
Right, exactly. So
I've
people,
been there.
exactly. So people wants to trend up, if I can say that like that, the OB and stuff like that. Well, if anything, it makes it more popular, and if it does makes it popular, it makes it more acceptable. And if it does make it more acceptable, it changes people's life. It's part of that great movement that shift us to this new version of Earth.
Yeah,
So I'm cool with that.
I'm all right about it.
Yeah.
There's still a lot of 95% of the OB experiences I have, I do not share, maybe more than that, for other people's privacy, for personal reasons, and for reasons for the other beings that I've interacted with and their privacy as well. They're all souls. So it depends on how things are going. But like, yeah, use your discernment. If you're not feeling or resonating with what someone's story is, regardless of whether or not it's an OBE story, and just roll with that. You are your soul's highest authority. So if you're like, nah, I'm not
Yeah.
on that, then just don't be on it. Switch. That's all it is. Creo is saying my galactic download was intense, and I was in the middle of war, and I was sadly on the losing side. Yo, jarring, right? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And you know what's really jokes about it as well, like as much as you can go to different realms and have all these different really enlightening and loving and blissful and expansive, though it's all expansive, experiences, there is a part of it that is also quite jarring, can be emotionally painful, can be traumatic, or at least on your nervous system give you a bit of a shock. When you wake up, you feel it all in your body, or when you're just in the space, whether you receive it as a download or through meditation, that even if this is a trend, I would say that it's gonna be a balanced experience. You see what I'm saying? Because we're not only we're of the light and the dark. So sometimes we've had past experiences, we're going to have past memories that weren't so great, or past experiences where we weren't the Buddha, we were the bad person, the bad guy.
Pretty
And we
much.
got to be able to integrate all of that lovingly, lovingly.
So, Renee, you say, I haven't had an OB in a while. I can't tell if it is my lack of discipline in pursuing them or if my soul generally doesn't care to have them
At the
at
moment,
the moment.
either way, the way you be opening up your light spectrum right now,
Yeah.
it swings and roundabouts, you know what I mean?
Well, do you think that you have to experience OB through discipline? So that's the thing as well, because so what happened when someone just having a beat without trying much? They're not disciplined. Just happened that So sometimes it's like when you withdraw judgment from it, you may have a better answer for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, Deanna's saying we're all gonna have our own unique experiences and abilities, and she's been seeing orbs
Yeah.
outside her house as well, and in the sky. Jay said, I think you just answered my question. Okay.
Oh wow.
All right.
Oh, thank you, Aiko.
Thank you, Heiko. So Natty just said, yeah, that sounds intense, Creo. Do you also dream about being on missions? And it's funny because that's been a thing, that's been a theme. That's what Blessed was bringing up. Do any of you have mission dreams? Dreams where you're either going to there's something to do, there's someone to not save, but there's assignment that needs to be fulfilled, and you are focused on fulfilling it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Dang, 30%. That's what I'm saying. They out here
Yeah.
in these spiritual streets as well.
Jay,
Just
listen,
taking.
they'll take that spiritual cash. Don't worry about it.
They took the whole cream off the
But you
top
know
of the
what? Thank you,
coffee.
much appreciated. We're just
Always.
saying it because I know a lot of you guys like now. If I'm giving you something, I want it to go for you, like So I understand that first because I'm a bit the same. So we thought it was just a good idea to let you know.
So Deanna's goal this year, she said, that's my goal this year. It's to play with all of those abilities and finding out what speaks to me. Yeah. And I've been doing that also with my divination stuff. I'm really focused on expanding my reading channel, and the I Am Shamel channel is basically all of my other creative and spiritual explorations that I'm doing off of this channel. I mean, this is the podcast and everything, but like more personal stuff, like the readings I do, the art I do, the music I do, and just exploring that. But now I've been having a lot of fun with divination. I got a new pendulum. I've been working that out. That's fun.
Yeah.
And now also a deck of cards. So I was shown in a dream what was out of body, but I just whatever. I use those two terms interchangeably now. Because that is just what I'd be having. Lucid dream, whatever you want to call it. It was like a shown, a reading that basically they were saying you can do divination through a deck of cards. And I was like, word, like I didn't even know. And they were like, yeah, look at this. And it showed me 3 cards, and I was like, oh, I know what this is. And like every time they showed me 3 cards, I'd be like, yeah, I know what this is. And then I was touching the cards and I was feeling them, and I was like, hang on, isn't this just playing cards? They were like, yeah, but you can use them for divination. I was like, I've got playing cards. I'm going to do that. And I did it. I love it. So all of this stuff is fun to me.
So I'm seeing the I've been crocheting little animals. It's my little creative project right now. I'll post them on Discord. Yeah,
Please post them on the Discord.
Now we actually, do you know why we were laughing? Not because of crocheting. I mean, the women of my family used to do that. That used to be a big thing. Anyway,
yeah.
It's not that. It's because there's such a huge competition on YouTube. It's mind blowing. This is why I was like, wow.
On social media for crocheting.
On social media, I mean, people going wow, like they do some like.
But they've got. I've seen some
doing these big like pens, like a pencil, like massive. I was like,
loved it. Yeah. I saw someone do like a life-size horse crochet.
Yeah. Listen, I'm just
out here cooking with crocheting.
So yeah,
I'm not even sleeping on some outfits as well.
Yeah, for the one who don't know, so basically we've got Discord for the community, and basically it's accessible via our Ko-Fi, and you can basically, there's a part where you share your creations, like if you whatever
any creations
you like to do, heart-based creations. So and just share it.
Poetry, art. We've even got tattoos on there. Any and everything. If you bake, we're into that as well. We're into all of it. Anything that you do, anything that you create.
Yeah, community.
Even if you're a 3D printer person, you're like, yep, this is my pencil holder. Boom. Like we're on it. We just share and we just.
And essentially is to foster, the exchange between people and people supporting one another, because you don't know, it might be something someone sees and be like, hey, I like that.
Yeah, I'll
So
order 3.
yeah,
And you'd be
so
like,
it's
I'm not
to
selling them. And they're like, oh, now you are.
yeah, so it's a platform.
Whatever. I don't know.
It is we're designing something like sort of platform
Yeah.
for the community to be able to be in contact with one another.
Yeah. And convene on a regular basis.
Yeah.
So Renee said, I tried crocheting, ended up making
Obnoxiously long
an
wristband and never picked up again.
I used to love crocheting as a kid. I really, really did. It's something I think I'll return to, because I see Gracie with her stuffed animals and I'm like, they look so cute.
I know they've been doing some stuff.
They're so cute. Please share them, Deanna.
Yeah.
Yeah, we appreciate you too, MJ.
Yes, we do.
All right. So my first one was a duck. Oh no, you gotta get this up on Discord.
Yeah.
Deanna, come through with
Yeah.
your crochet animals, please.
Oh wow.
Exactly. You've already found your superpower. Like, what are we doing out here? Have you done a cat? That's all I want to know. Okay, fine. I'll refrain now. Back to life in life stuff. Though this is all life. This is why we don't particularly class ourselves as a spirituality podcast, because there's no religion here. It just is life be life in and self exploration.
And how can you be when you're a spiritual being having a human experience? I mean, you can't stop to be spiritual. Everything you do is by definition.
Yeah.
So
There we go. So Natty said, yeah, that sounds intense. Has he had dreams about missions? Yep.
yeah.
Are any of you not having dreams about missions? Yeah. And then Creo said, I'm sorry, I mucked that. At a younger age, I feel like I was remotely taken away out of my discipline.
No. I remotely talk my way out of discipline.
Oh,
Spanking from a mom.
mother.
What else could it be? I was for sure in big trouble, but she got home from work and totally forgot.
Oh, lovely. Oh, you know what? I thought I was the only one doing those things, but sometimes I had to with my parents. I had to lock in. Just say that there was black nail varnish and a cream carpet my mum adored, and just no, it didn't. Just somehow they didn't. I didn't catch hands that day. I don't know what happened. But yeah, great. That's real. So you said the other night I had an OBE where I shot out of my body like a rocket and knocked everything in my room over. John was telling me that I should have left everything messy so I could see when I wake up. Yeah, like if you'd still knocked it over. And that's exactly what Craya was talking about when Maya shared her experience and she said she knocked over a clock. Yeah, and Shah's been saying plenty of mission dreams. I had to get my granddad once from the nursing home because he still thought he was sick and he was still living out dementia. I was leading a team and he was hang on a minute. He was pulled up in a black 7-seater, all dressed in black with headsets, and we had to get him out. I was the only one who could convince him that he was well. Crazy because he wasn't even that close. We wasn't even that close when he was alive. Yeah, sometimes it be like that. And that's the thing I found with dementia as well. I was explaining about my mum's experience with dementia now. She's not passed, she's still living. But on the other side, she explained to me that she's in transition. And on the other side, she's been like living out her best life. All the things that she feels that she can't do here, she's been doing over there. And then I guess she'll wrap it up over here when she feels like she's done enough on the other side as far as fulfilling all the other things she does. So I can understand why he was still caught up in that and felt like he was sick. But it's beautiful that you were the one that could convince him and that you came and got him. Yeah.
Yeah.
So mission dreams are so rewarding.
So Diana say yes, Sam Shem. I actually was gonna ask. I want to purchase my first deck of cards, but I am so indecisive what to get. There's so many. I am overwhelmed a little. I don't know what kind to get for my first. Okay.
I'll talk about it now, but you know what? This is the type of stuff I'll do on my channel as well, because even though I give readings, it's very much call in your higher self. Make sure you use your discernment. Don't try and make it fit, you know, that type of reading. Like, you still have to bring in yourself there. You still have to use your discernment. So it's no surprise. It's like readings for readers or people who are at least tapped in enough to know that you have to use your discernment
Yeah.
and your intuition. But what I would say when it comes to picking cards at the very beginning is what can work and ease you into it is you can buy two sets. You can buy one that's tarot and then slowly learn what each of them mean. But buy something that you think is visually speaks to you. Something that when you look at it, you can kind of tell, you know, a picture tells 1,000 words, or if that's the saying. But basically, when you look at it, you can get what the meaning is just by looking at it and feeling into the card. Because if you look at it and it doesn't mean anything to you, if it doesn't speak to your soul, the reading's going to be harder for you to do. Especially if you're just starting readings, just doing them for your personal everyday stuff. And then I'd buy another set of oracle ones that are way more wider, ones that are like, again, something you find aesthetically pleasing, something you find fun, something that when you touch them as well, you like the touch of them, you like how they feel in your hands, just so that the experience is joyful for you, so that you look forward to giving yourself a reading or others. And the ones that are simple to understand, maybe they've got one word like blessings or anchoring or whatever the word is you're using. And as long as the cards speak to you on a visual level at first, you can worry about what they mean to you afterwards. But the ones that seem like, okay, they look a little bit weird and I need to get the book and I'm always referring to the book, you're going to struggle through that and you'll probably put it down and never look again. So go buy ones that you can kind of feel excited about when you look at them. Oracle and tarot, just one of each, and you can switch between the both. Yeah. I'll talk more about it on my channel.
So Renee, so you say I had a mission dream. I was a new hire and super excited. Okay, I was aliens in an office, and we had to go to Earth to influence humans to make certain decisions and make sure we weren't perceived.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Maybe that was a memory recall as
yeah,
well.
probably.
That's beautiful.
She say, blessed. You saying I picked up one of the original Golden Dawn Tarot.
Tarot sets as a
Okay,
starter.
as a starter. Okay,
Yeah.
it was a number of years ago now. Works fine for how little I mess with them.
Yep. And then some of them also, if you want, will have the meaning on the front of the card. So you just put in, you could go to Amazon and just type in tarot cards for beginners, and you can get the ones that have the picture but also have the different meanings. So that as you pull them, just like words of the meanings and the vibration of the card will be able to reveal itself right there and then. So you'll just read off of the top of the card.
So I got now. I think. Yep.
Yep.
Saying to Diana, do you know the sacred Shitaro? I
Yeah.
love the artwork on this.
Yeah. Those are beautiful as well. I think I'll just sit down and have a quick video about my different decks that I use, because I do have some really brilliant decks, and I bought one the other day I was super excited about. So yeah, just follow your joy with it. Hey Jay.
Hey Jay. Well, because I'm late and I am pissed. Waited for you.
Thank you also, Marla,
Thank you, Mona.
for your subscription. We got a new member, lovely.
Okay, great.
Um, we're going to be also expanding our membership as well and the things we offer. We have previous Shem and Omondi to this podcast ran another podcast that was about life be life in, and it was about our transition from city life, and we just sold up everything and moved to the French countryside, and then just started homesteading and
yeah, another podcast.
and we went up to like 50 odd episodes or something like that. So we're sharing that with our Ko-Fi crew, and we're going to put all of those episodes up. So that will be a big part of the library. So that's like, I think over about 100 hours worth more of another podcast that we did. So you'll be able to watch that as well. That will be available to you.
Yeah, I mean, there's a bunch of stuff we're doing at the moment. Anyway, working on a few stuff, our website. So
Yeah, so we can get all of that together.
so yeah, so
And then at least the website will culminate everything, and then it will be just one place where everything lives.
much easier.
Much easier. So Deanna's like, yeah, I figure that I have to do that. And I've been trying myself, but there's a handful that call to me. Yeah. Pick two at first, I would say. Pick two at first, because when I tell you my Amazon wish list for my tarot and my divinations is out of control. The list is at least 30 deep.
But you could, I mean, you could put a list of the cards you have.
I think I'm just, yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll
If
list
you
the
want.
cards I have, and then you could just see if any of them speak to you as well.
Yeah, you see.
Yeah, that's what I'll do.
Um,
Makes sense. All right.
L1 F3 advocate.
Left advocate. That's how my left advocate is how I'm.
Left, yes, yeah, you're right. Left advocate.
That's how my mind reads it.
I get it now. Shem, is it possible to be in the same dream as someone, same events, same place, but different beings, interactions?
Yeah. Yeah. I've experienced it as such. So in my opinion, yes. I do that a lot with Amondi.
Vice versa as well.
Vice versa,
Mm.
we'll be in the same dream. I will write mine down first, and then I'll ask him, did you dream anything last night? And then he'll say, because he don't write his dreams down. And I'll be like, look at this. And then they'll be like, yep, I was there too. And you were talking to this person. Yep, I was talking to that person. And yada, yada, yada.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you can. You can share the same dreams with someone, same events, same place. But different beings, interactions, definitely. Yeah, that's for sure in my opinion.
Yeah.
So
we're going to be going next 10 minutes, 10, 12, 13 minutes.
yep,
Yeah, 30 minutes.
let's get through these.
So
we love these talks with you guys. I mean, we go on for
Yeah,
longer, but real
absolutely.
talk, Sunday, and I'm seeing a little bit of daylight left, and I would love to go for a walk with you.
little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. But Deanna, we thanks Deanna, and thanks Jay, and thanks Aga and Heiko, and all of you who come over to my channel and get the readings. I've been picking up doing live readings on Fridays. The vibes is vibing, and I'm feeling it for now. I'm excited. So I'm going to just continue it until I decide I'm not going to anymore. But for now, that's what my thing is. I'm really enjoying that.
I'm going to say something because I know you guys are subscribed. And I mean, there's the one now in the chat. And you guys, you subscriber on YouTube. But there's a lot of other people, they're not necessarily subscribed, but they still watch these lives, or they are, but they don't really participate in the chat.
Which is fine.
So, which is fine. It's not an obligation. Just so they know. So basically, Shem do reading on the channel. She has her own channel. You can find where can they find your own channel from here?
In related channels.
In related channels. There you go. And then you can go there and see the reading she does. And she does also do one-on-one readings, but that's available on Ko-Fi. So if you didn't know, now you know.
Yeah. And of course, every last Sunday of the week, we do the Great Unlock, which is another community thing we do where we do master classes, and we hold that with Corey and Blessed and Melekta, and they have been a vibe. Last time we did manifestation, it's kind of always going to be on manifestation, but we just hit on different areas of it, whether it be fear, whether it be finance, whether it be love, whether it be all different areas of life. And they've just been working out so well. And we're really, really, we have a lot of love and appreciation for everyone who turned up. They've been really transformative for me on a personal level. So yeah, thank you.
So
As well, let's see. Renee says, I've been waiting to try dowsing rods with crystals on the end of them. Ooh, crystals on the end of them. Omondi got some dowsing rods the
yeah,
other
I've got
day.
some dowsing rods.
Don't watch him, he be getting downloads. He's my oracle at some point. Like, I'll go to him and cross-reference a lot of the information I get and be like, okay, so what do you feel into this? I don't know if you caught us from the beginning, but I'd asked him about how he feels into this first quarter of the year, especially February. Because when I woke up at the beginning, they were like, at the end of January, it was like, they were like, listen, February is going to be full of illusions. So just prepare yourself. And I was like, okay. And I was like, what do you think about that? And he was like, super chérie. I was like, what?
Super chérie.
Super chérie. Same thing. And I know it's not.
Yeah. No, I had a lucid dream about it, actually.
Oh, see? So there we go.
About the attempt. And do you remember?
Yeah, I do remember what you were saying
I'm not
about
going to
that
get
one.
into the details of it, but definitely it was
You were
very
like,
telling.
super chérie. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Jay is saying, I'm good. I was looking at Andrea's recent live with Bam, interesting OBE, and amongst other things. Okay, I haven't seen it yet. I'm gonna check it out. Yeah, I'm gonna check it out for sure, for real. And this is what I love about this community, because even though it's quite small, we all kind of like overlap. It's a beautiful thing. Anyhow, so yeah, how was everybody's? How is everybody taking the information that's coming in? Because, like I was saying, this month has been a lot about revealing stuff. Are you finding yourself being distracted as well? And how are you dealing with it? Are you using meditation? How do you center yourself? Are you just being like not tuning in? How is each and every one of you dealing with it? Because, quite frankly, like I said, February is illusion central. And I feel like if you get too caught up in what's being presented to you rather than how you're feeling inside about things, just don't get lost in the source this month, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, don't. Also, I will encourage any of you guys to go see some of the episodes we've done a while ago that you may have not seen them, because the way it works, basically, when you release something on YouTube, the other content tend to fall at the bottom, so you might not see them. So go through these videos and these playlists and see, because it's interesting people we've collaborated with.
Andre being one of them.
Yeah, and I'm thinking about
Blessed.
yeah, I was trying to remember
Who you remembering? John? Andre? Katie.
Very interesting video about sound healing and light language channeling. Go and see these videos. The one as well. We had with John, Andrea. Yeah, it's those are the most recent ones, but there's all the ones that
all these different beautiful perspectives as well.
Yeah, and they're still very highly relevant to
and Melekta as well.
Yeah.
So here we go. Jay is saying yes, continue the readings until you can. Until you can read me, Shem. It's so sad. I'm ironclad. The 444 reading was helpful, inspiring. Thanks, Shem.
Yeah,
You
man.
are ironclad, but you're funny because your thoughts are very loud, Jay.
Yeah, I was as well thinking. I remember just also the collaboration we did with Jamie as well. You guys are,
Jamie
oh
Dyson.
yeah, Jamie Dyson.
Yeah, I
I
love
want to
that one.
have a look on that.
And Amina with the
Amina as well. Amina
dreams.
Mara for lucid dreaming, and yeah,
Yeah, that
dreams.
was good.
Very very good video as well. Very good episode.
And if you do have any suggestions as to who we can interview next, though we have a list, we do have a wish list as well. Then we'd be open to that as well. Do leave those suggestions. And if you want to come through, then our email is in our description. Just go on the Linktree description and our email there. The collab email is there. Email is there. You do not have to have had an OBE or have an OBE story to share to have a conversation with us. It doesn't work like that. Just come through. If you've been on your spiritual journey, just share that. Like
Yeah,
it's not it's not like that.
because I'm thinking about a collaboration with Jace as well. Regarding gematria, I mean, he talked about his OBE experiences he had, but that
But
wasn't necessarily the main thing. It wasn't
yeah,
to,
and this is something in body he's figured out with
right.
gematria.
Yeah,
It's like,
so it's very interesting video as well.
yeah, and it's like a form of numerology. And then Katie as well, that was very in body as well.
Absolutely. So
Yeah.
these are interesting episodes.
Okay, so MJ says, I've been having a hard time with all the Epstein stuff. Yeah, I'm super distracting. I've been using EFT, yeah, to manage it, and breathing techniques. Yep.
Yeah.
Just you got to stand behind that short wall with this, because half of it is just used like look over here, look over here. Meantime, things is happening on the other side. So
All right.
just look within.
Life advocate.
Yeah, life advocate is saying my life went crazy for a moment. Okay. Thank you for the confirmation. Plus, the handle is life advocate. Okay. See, I was close-ish esque. Blessed is saying I got sucked into it briefly and went down and went right back to simply observing the theater play out. Friends wanted to get my opinion after realizing the crazy stuff and I told them about for years was correct. Yep, it bees like that sometimes.
Yeah.
Okay, and I can't listen to too much of it, says Loretta. Deanna said, I honestly knew it was coming, and I do feel like I need to tune in a little to know, but I'm neutral about it. But to reflect on it and meditation, as well as just music and dance and live in my own little world. Yeah.
Talking about music coming soon as well.
Yeah.
Some relaxation music.
If you're into lo-fi, if you're into cinematic meditation music, if you are into meditation sounds, we are coming up with a whole collection, a whole library that will be available for you
very soon. Yeah.
Either for download or for you to just tune into and just enjoy. So Nat, you said I did a fire cleansing about 4 days ago and it helped clear my field.
Oh,
yep.
wow, that's great.
And Shah said, don't really care about any of that, to be honest. That's my ilk. I'm minding my own business. It just feels like the more that comes out, the closer we're getting to be to the big change.
Yeah.
So I'm cool with it all. Real.
With it all, yeah.
Renee just said, I was just telling my husband that if I have to wait until I'm old and decrepit for all of this to come out, to finally smooth over, I'm a beast. I'm gonna be pissed. It's so true. You're like, come
Yeah.
on, just come with it already. Andre is saying my feelings have been all over the place, and that I've been creating in my own space only the things that I resonate with, and being sure to stay with my sovereignty and not getting sucked back
Back into
into
the
the
matrix.
matrix.
Yeah. That's
That is seems to be where everyone's at.
yeah.
Yep, and EFT is, and that's that the tapping technique is really useful. So do check out. There's lots of YouTube channels about it. I'm actually looking to have one of the specialists on to just delve into that conversation soon. So that would be great, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Have a convo with them.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Oh, and Shah is an EFT practitioner. So
Okay.
always telling people to use it. Love it. um okay, it's honestly more entertaining to watch. This is Deanna. It's honestly more entertaining to watch. It's like watching a really shitty play. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Or the worst dramatical reality show
Yeah. So, Jay, you're saying I can't wait for the and my sister
to have
to
an
have an
OBE.
OBA. It's going to be a blast.
Absolutely.
Is you saying for me, I think of life like if I was infinitely rich, then I wouldn't care about being poor. So I just live the life I feel I should be living. Laugh at all of it because it's part of the game.
It is.
Yeah.
Yep. And then Life Advocate saying crazy anxiety lately, which is crazy. I'm a very chill person. It's part of the February illusion, I'd say. It's been
Yeah.
like that. But you know what? If it's all being plowed up, we can seed new things.
Wow.
And with that, we're on the 2 hour dot. So we're gonna leave you there. And love and appreciation to you all. Oh, I'm seeing Melly there. Hi,
Millie.
Melly.
Hi, Millie.
We're just leaving right now, but
I'll read
you
you
can
the message.
catch. Go on.
I'll read
Before
it.
we leave, you'll be the
I've been
last.
going through some really noticeable shifts lately, losing my job for one LOL, but I am able to focus more on what I truly desire to do, and it's been manifesting beautiful experiences, synchronicity. Great.
I think
Stay
that's that.
focused, stay aligned, stay
Yeah.
loving, and everything will be all right.
Yeah. Stay compassionate to yourself and watch the unfolding.
All right, guys.
All right. Love to all.
Love
Thank
to
you all
you
for
all.
being
Thank you for
here.
being here.
It's always beautiful speaking to all of you every Sunday. I'm so glad to be a part of this community. All right. Love.
Ciao.
Ciao.